Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast from Charlotte, North Carolina, home of the Hornets. A time-honored tradition, the NBA on 2K Sports, Sunday night hoops action. Delighted to have all of you with us here tonight. Hi, everyone, this is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForge reporting from the sidelines. The Hornets hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road.
And they can put themselves into a great position in the season series by winning tonight. They've won the first one, 2 to go after this, so they'd be assured of at least a split.
Well, and when you've already gotten that first win, it makes you feel like you're on the attack going into the second week.
And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. Outside, Bain. Back to Doncic. 4 on the shot clock. And they double up Doncic. Deep 2 from Robinson. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Charlotte now. So much great work being done by players in this league, Coach. Herb Jones, for instance, doing a lot to help with financial literacy.
Yeah, I think sometimes, Kevin, what these guys do off the court is overlooked by people, especially maybe that are outside of the community that guy plays in at the time. But there's a lot of guys like Herb Jones who really take the time and make the effort to help people in their communities.
Now, here's Doncic. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Here's Robinson, and finished off by Robinson.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Harden. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them.
And a large portion of Harden's shots come from the perimeter, and for good reason. He is an absolute sharpshooter.
Now, here's Doncic. The shot from 20 feet away. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Harden has a wide-open look. Misses the deep three-point attempt. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Doncic. Gordon up on top. McDaniels outside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Charlotte leading by 4. And here's Harden. Back to George. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Pass to Doncic. They set the pick. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now, here's George. Scoreless thus far. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Here's Doncic. There's a screen by Robinson. Trying to end the drought. And Robinson is right there.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Picked by Reed. Short. Robinson pulls it in. The Nuggets trail by 4. Pass to Doncic. Back to Bain. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Yeah, Bane is a talented scorer. Not just a perimeter threat, he's also capable of finishing inside.
The three from Harden. Nice defense from McDaniel. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Coach Charles Lee. We discussed the challenge of defending Luka Doncic specifically in the pick and roll. Coach wasn't afraid to voice his concerns. He said, quote, "That's where Luka poses the most problems. The main thing is we have to be quick to react. If we're a step slow, when they're in that set, he'll burn us." Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you. Outside, Reed. From 12 feet out. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte. And so Doncic will bring it up for Denver. So GA Coach Charles Lee of the Hornets, spending a decade as an NBA assistant coach. He has really paid his dues.
Yeah, 4 years with the Hawks, 5 in Milwaukee, part of that title team. 1 in Boston as well, another title. So he's been a part of winning, now trying to translate that to Charlotte.
Now here's Harden. After Luka Doncic's miss, back to Reed, trying to get something going, and it's McDaniels with the rebound.
Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
Oh, from ultra close range, Doncic.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's George. Robinson with the block. McDaniels outside. Back to Doncic. Pass to Robinson. Doubled by Reed. And here's Doncic from the arc.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Outside, Reed. Charlotte no good that time either.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
The Nuggets shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Oh, Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter, but now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his team. Good read from the big man, Carter Jr. That kind of unselfishness goes a long way.
Right side Bagley. Here's Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Look, you love to see this kind of team chemistry. Let's see more of that.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. The Nuggets on top, ending the first quarter with a 13-4 run. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And from what we've been watching, guys, with the Nuggets, what are you seeing out there?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, we're not surprised by this. These guys work hard, and they are physical.
Back to Williams. Shoots the three. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Williams has got it all tied up now for Charlotte. And so here's Denver. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Gillespie, that's good.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Shannon. Now Harden. Outside for Bagley. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Yeah, and Bagley has the reputation for showing variety. Can score in a different way on each possession.
Outside, Bain. That three off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and doesn't go down.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Pass to Bain. Fires for three. And Carter with his second chance points. Carter's got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
Left side, Bagley. Here's Shannon. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. It's going to be on Wendell Carter.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And Greg is a former point guard in this league. Give us your top floor generals of all time. The guys that could direct the floor and could control a game.
Wow, if we're talking traditional point guards, I mean, I gotta go Magic, Isaiah, CP3's in that conversation, Jason Kidd. But I've got a separate list for that hybrid point guard, right? Which that includes guys like Steph and Iverson, West, and the great Oscar Robertson.
Doncic with it. Williams picks him up. McDaniels. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
All the way up. The beard. Well, those were two loud points.
Pass to McDaniels. Harden grabs the miss.
And, you know, you can see in his eyes, he knows that is not a dunk he should have missed. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
There's a Kogi. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Keeps it alive. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Doncic with it. Picked up by Bagley. McDaniels left side. Back to Doncic. Screen by McDaniel. Shot clock at 5. A three ball. Buries it from three-point range. McDaniels got the game tied up here for the Nuggets.
Look, when McDaniels can hit the three, that really helps their spacing.
It's Jones on the wing. And Jones with the stuff.
Well, when guys like Jones elevate, watch out.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Hornets are trying to create a winning environment. Coach Charles Lee said, quote, "We know this is a young team, so I want culture enhancers who help us build with their hard work and creativity. Having that energy coming into the building every day is the most important thing." Guys, back to you.
Looking to set the standard. Allie, we thank you very much. Pass to Williams. Here's Shannon. Traps in the tray. Shannon got 5.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Doncic outside. With the fadeaway. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
From deep, Harden.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. Back to Doncic. To the inside. And it's Robinson with the jam.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Teams changing it up here. Here's George. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And George with the stuff.
Well, that's what you want from George. He's most effective when he's attacking.
On the wing, Bane. Pass to Carter. There's 1:17 left now here in the second. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And a wide open look. For Bane. That one falls coming off Carter's feet.
And how about Desmond Bane? Among the most accurate shooters in the world.
And it's George missing.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
.41 seconds left from the first half of basketball. Here's Bane. Carter. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, that's how effective Carter Jr. can be inside, using his size to his advantage.
Reed gets the bucket. Nuggets trail. Pass to Bane. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This will be his third free throw shot of the game.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Now here's Gordon, defended by George. Pass to Gillespie. 3 seconds left. Here he goes. And it's good on the layup. Gillespie's got 4 points this quarter. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Denver on top, leading by just 2. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Pass to George. Back to Harden. Four on the clock. Here's Reed. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Reeves got it all tied up now for Charlotte.
Not easy inside there for Reed, but he made something happen.
Doncic with it. Jones covering. In the corner, it's Gordon. Here's Robinson. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Harden outside. Left side, Reed. Doncic with the steal. McDaniels up top. He has 5. That one goes. Count it. McDaniels got his 3rd basket of the night.
A smart idea from McDaniels, looking to convert inside.
Reed misses. The Nuggets leading. Here's Doncic. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against a talent of his caliber.
5 to shoot. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Nuggets on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the 2nd half. Nailed from three-point land.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
George with the ball. And it's Gordon picking him up. From deep, Harden. The putback. Here's Harden on the wing. There's the triple. Harden nails it from way outside.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
They set the screen. Over to the left wing. McDaniels outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. McDaniels got 5 points in the quarter. Harden with a head of steam. Here's Reed, and he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Doncic right side. And they double up Doncic. 6 on the shot clock. Impressive work inside from Doncic.
Creating space. Doncic will move defenders around.
George looking over the floor. Pass to Reed. Now here is George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 6.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all 3 levels.
Doncic left side. Gordon a screen. A nice shot by Doncic. 8 points for him.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Doncic with the steal. Goes up. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And Jones has it in the corner. Shot clock at 6. And there's a whistle that goes on Herbert Jones. That's his first foul.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Timeout is called. First in the game for the Nuggets. The Nuggets leading by 3. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Carter left side. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Carter's got the lead up to 5 now for Denver.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now. especially on the interior.
Charlotte no good that time either.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game.
And it goes down 2 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside, George. Out left of the wing. It's Jones on the wing. They can't stop the run with that one. Bain looking around. Down low. Launches a three. Hornets with the rebound. 1:39 left in the third. To the paint. Here's Reed. And Reed throws it down.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Inside. To the middle. Here's Gordon. That one falls coming off Carter's feet. Gordon's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Kicks it out to Jones. Well, Hornets need to get a shot off here. Here's Reed. Rebound by Okogie.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
And it's Gordon penetrating. And it's Gordon with the finish.
My goodness, Aaron Gordon putting on a show.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Nuggets making a change here. Here is Harden. 11 points in the game. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And a timeout called by Charles Lee. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. With it. Just 5 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. A shot, no good.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Okogie for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And it's a 12-point Nugget lead.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
And a timeout called by Charles Lee. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. He got it up. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Denver Nuggets up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter.
Nuggets 58.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The Nuggets leading by 12. Here's Gillespie. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And so they foul intentionally.
Personal foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
To the paint. Jones, no luck. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. Here's Gillespie. Outside, Bain. Pass to Robinson. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. Stolen by George. Harden outside. From outside the arc. Oh, defensively, what can you do against Harden?
An offensive juggernaut. It's fun watching Harden go out and just take over.
Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon with the finish.
And we've seen Gordon in the dunk contest before. He enjoys showing off when given the chance.
And the wide open shot from Reed, and that one goes long.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Gordon. Here's Gillespie. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams. Now Reed. Back to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Gillespie, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Hornets trailed by 13. The kick out to Williams. Harden outside. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Jones. And Jones hits it home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
Timeout called, Nuggets. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. Down low. Robinson misses.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
The three from Harden. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Charlotte. The Nuggets leading by 8. Pass to Doncic. Here's a Kobe, guarded by Harden. Back to Doncic. Here's a Kobe. It's hauled in by Jalen Williams.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
From past the arc, and it's the Hornets another 3.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And that time, also a missed shot. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Denver. There's a screen by Robinson. Doncic with it, and it's Harden picking him up. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And here's Harden. Outside Williams. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Doncic.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
No, but he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Williams.
Well, with Luka Doncic, we're talking about a 6'6", 230-pound point guard, tough to contain when he's aggressive.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Hornets trailed by 8. And George, here we go. And George with the stuff.
Aggressive slash from the young guard. George fears no one when attacking the basket.
Timeout called, Nuggets.
Now we're in for Charlotte.
And so it's Payne who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. No good on the layup.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Jones outside. Harden outside. And there's the drive. Harden finding the lane. What a great read.
And you expect Harden to come through in big moments. Such a talented offensive player.
Timeout called, Nuggets. Charlotte making a switch here.
Give him a round of applause.
Denver leading by 4. Now Doncic. 18 feet away. It's in. His shot is pure.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Harden looking it over. Now Reed. Jacks up a 3. Cleared away by Carter.
They need buckets to stay in this game. That's not the shot they're looking for.
And the call will be against Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
They trail by 6. Doncic outside. Babe, just 4 to shoot. Shoots from 14.
Got to give Harden his due for the effort he put into affecting that shot.
Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Now Carter. .55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. outside. George. 5 on the clock. Driving to the basket. Miles Reed.
Well, guarding Reed is hard. This guy is a big who can hit threes. He can drive the ball, beat you inside. So you have to track him all over the floor.
Miles Reed.
He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within 5. And he cannot get the third one to drop, going just 1 of 3.
And that was such a great chance to make it a one-possession game, and he barely got anything out of it. That's tough.
Doncic feeling it out. Babe. So the Nuggets win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did